Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your brother in the spiritual struggle coming right back at you. Now, I'm going to try to make this video as quickly as I can. It's late. It's been a long week. It's getting ready for the Sabbath day tomorrow. Okay? So, let us do this right now. Ladies and gentlemen, remember what I told you. By the way, this is a Bible base with real Christian values, with real, I would say not Christian, but I would say spiritual values. Because I'm not a Christian in the traditional sense. I am a soldier of God, of the Almighty, the one that may create heaven and earth and everything in it. All right. So let me explain something to you, because this question have been asked. Ruben, didn't you say that Donald Trump was going to be the last president? Well, I still stand by that, and I will prove it to you. Okay? See, the people that think that they that hey, no, we have a new president, and indeed you do. Hey, Joe Biden is the president, but this is what you are missing. See, you gotta come out the box and think outside the box. Be logical. Be realistic about everything. Question everything. Don't just accept things as they are. So, here we go. All right? I'm going to read something to you. Then I'm going to read a Bible verse, maybe a couple of them, and then I'm done. See, the dynamics of the political manipulation. While time passes, time does not wait for anyone or anything. It is unforgivable. Especially when it comes to prophecy. So we are living in prophetic times, ladies and gentlemen, whether you want to accept that reality or not. Humanity is on its last leg. Do you understand the reality of what happens, of what just happened in the United States of America? Do you know why George Biden was picked? Because, ladies and gentlemen, again, you have been scammed. You have been lied to. And by the way, do not believe me. Do your research. Do your own research, ladies and gentlemen. Please. Your vote never counted. And it's a psychological operation that have been engineered since time immemorial throughout human history. It's all about control. Okay? All right? And remember, power and money corrupt absolutely. By the way, let me just tell you this. I'm going to try to make this as quickly as I can. Like I said, the United States of America is not a nation. It's not a country. It is a corporation. She is a prostitute. The Bible clearly states it. And she is. Okay? No wonder everybody wants to come here. So this corporation called America that the Bible, in the Bible, she's known as the second beast. And Bible chapter 13, verse 11. The daughter of Babylon and the mother in Egypt. Remember when I told you that Donald Trump was going to be the last president of this corporation. So, if you have an open mind and analytical mind, if you analyze things, in reality, he was the last president. Don't believe me? I'm going to prove it to you. Look at the following facts. Joe Biden have been in the political circle for 47 years. What has he done for America? Nothing. 8 out of those years, he was the vice president between 2009 and 2017. I mean, actually, yeah, let's say 2008 and 2016. Or you could say 2017 because on January 20th, 2017, that's when he gave it up. That's when Donald Trump was sworn in as the 45th president. So he was there with Barack Obama for 8 years. So he's been around. He's part of the swamp. The 78-year man who unquestionably there's something wrong with him. He's senile. The Federal Reserve cartels must be laughing because now they know that they got America. Because, ladies and gentlemen, the reality is those who controls the money, who prints your money, controls the society, control the political, control Hollywood, control the scientific community, control NASA. Oh my, ladies and gentlemen, everything. Donald Trump was the setup man. Okay? So let's go. So Donald Trump played his card. You know, he played his role as the president, as the enough is enough president. He formed part of he was part of the entertainment industry where he showed The Apprentice. Remember? And another role that he played very well was that he was a so-called an outsider. He was not your traditional politician, right? Okay. And the people bought it. The naive people in the United States bought it. He was the setup man for the demons to come back. They came back home to roost. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the Capitol, the White House, those are Masonic temples. Another fact is that all of the presidents of the United States have been Freemasons. Starting with George Washington, the so-called first president of the United States, which is a lie. Every politician is compromised because they are controlled by the forces, by the Masonic forces, which controls the United States. Okay? Through its bloody and horrific story. The American was robbed back in 1913 with the creation of the Federal Reserve. And these people are satanic, ladies and gentlemen. These people are legions. They got power. They talk to their God, the devil. Politicians are never voted in. They are chosen. by this elite force, by this elite satanic force. All presidents of the United States, again, have been Freemason. Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen and ladies, remember who were, just a little example, remember who was George Bush's, remember George Bush with the 9/11 attacks? Remember he was a president, George Bush Jr.? Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? He is the grandson of the great Satanist Aleister Crowley that lived in 1912. He was the most evil man alive back then. America would never come back. For she's destined to fall and fall real hard. She has behaved as the possessed little girl, rebellious little girl that she is. And she will pay, okay? And she knows it. She will pay dearly. In fact, she has convinced each society, hey, nothing matters. Do what thou wilt. Be what you want to be. In fact, while this pandemic was going on, they're talking about legalizing marijuana. And marijuana has been legalized in many different states already. Okay, California, Colorado, and the list goes on and on. See, because if you have a high society that's high on drugs, not counting what they call the so-called big pharma, the pharmaceutical industry, okay, which actually kills people with the side effects. In fact, have you heard of one of their commercials? That this medicine can cause you this medicine. I mean, it's a freaking joke. Ladies and gentlemen, please wake up and smell the coffee. America is about to fall. Joe Biden was destined. He was worked by the system. He was in the cards to come back. If don't want to believe me, I mean, if you don't wake up from this, you're never gonna, stay asleep. Keep watching your pornographic show. Keep watching your twerking video or your movies or whatever. Keep on corrupting your mind and your spirit. Okay? If you don't wake up from this, Joe Biden hardly ever campaigned. And when he did campaign, there was like about 100 people compared to the other guy. Because he didn't need to. He was in the cards. Forget about, and by the way, I agree with YouTube, 100%. There was no fraud. There was none. No. And you are right, YouTube, because this thing goes way beyond that. Because as America has been worked, she has been worked by design to fall. If you don't wake up, I'm sorry. Because and now you may say, well, Ruben, then what are we to do? Well, here's what you do. You establish a strong relationship with the one that gives you the breath of life every day. The mother, because remember, God is a family. Her name is Rawak Hakendah. She's the Holy Spirit. But they want you to think that it is a man. Because the spirit means breath. In fact, when we die, when we leave this earth, the body goes to the ground, to the dust of the ground, because that's what we are made out of. And the spirit goes back to its maker until Judgment Day, which is right around the corner. Okay, so if this doesn't wake you up, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what will. And by the way, remember those 25,000, 26,000 National Guards that were in Washington? That's just, ladies and gentlemen, hear me out, please. That's just getting ready, getting the American society ready to get used to this. In fact, very soon, along with FEMA, check this out, Joe Biden will declare a national emergency. Because this pandemic, they're not going to stop with this. In fact, they're talking about another mutating, very dangerous virus. So George Floyd, ladies and gentlemen, and this pandemic, okay, listen to me, okay, have been exhausted, have been used for their agenda. We are in the last days, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Just as it was in the days of Noah, so it is in these days that we're living, except that we are the most evil society that have ever walked the face of this earth. I mean, it goes beyond what the pharaohs did back in Egypt. Remember what the Pharaoh did in Egypt? That he ordered the ladies, I forgot the name, that bring kids into this world. What's the name of that? I forgot. Oh, midwives. That's what they call midwives. Remember what he told the midwives back then? To make sure that as soon as baby, if he was a boy, to throw the baby into the river to kill them. Ladies and gentlemen, the devil has always been at war with God's chosen people, which are the true Israelites. And this world has believed the lie. How is it doing for this world living the lies under this parallel evil reality which they are living under and have believed? In fact, let us go to John 18. John 18, verse 36. John 18, verse 36. Well, I'm going to start on verse 35. Pilate answered, Am I a Jew? Thy own nation and the chief priests have delivered thee unto me. What hast thou done? Now, remember, Pilate is talking to Christ. 36. Christ answered, My kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were of this world, then would my servants fight that I should not be delivered to the Jews. But now is my kingdom not from hence. So you see, the same thing. I don't have a dog in this fight. That's why I don't vote, because it is a lie. What has politicians ever done for their nations? You name it, all over this planet. Look what Mao did. Look what Adolf Hitler did. Look what Idi Amin did in Uganda. Ladies and gentlemen, please do not come out of this lie. Okay? Your Creator is calling you out. These are the best of time to preach this truth. But at the same time, they are the worst of time because people are so distracted. They have been conditioned. In fact, like I previously told you, the soldiers that you see in the street, who have been mistreated, by the way, by design, ladies and gentlemen, okay, check this out. Is to condition the masses to accept this, what is coming, what we got in this country. I mean, this guy is gonna the so-called president of the United States, Joe Biden. He's gonna declare very soon a national emergency. They're not going to let up on this pandemic or pandemic. In fact, look at one link that I'm going to send you. One of the links that I'm going to send you, ladies and gentlemen, one of the links is about a nurse telling you the truth under less than 2 minutes, 1 minute and 46 seconds. Will you listen? I doubt you will. Because people don't want to be awakened. They want to keep on living this lie. Let me ask you something, you who's been voting all this time. What has voting done for you? What have you accomplished? Throughout human history, all of the empires and human civilization have put their people into what? They have oppressed their people and controlled their society through violence and intimidation. You name it. In Egypt, in Babylon, the Persian Empire, Greece, Rome, and God's soldiers have been falsely accused, like Joseph was. He did 10 years on a false accusation, but he made it. You understand? The devil is at war with God's chosen people, especially in these last days. And he's going to try to make our lives miserable. Because he knows that we stand by our principle and we will die by our principles. But God will never forsake us. You don't want to believe that the United States is the modern Egypt? Well, take a look at this. Take a look at this take a look at this. Come, read it with me. I dare you. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore, verse 48, Deuteronomy 28, chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. 50. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor shall favor to the young. So you understand? Now, which nation identifies itself with as an eagle? The United States. Let's continue. Chapter 28, the same chapter, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, that thou shalt see it no more again. And there you shall be sold unto your enemies, for bondman and bondwoman, and no man shall buy you. This is talking about slavery that came straight out of Africa, which, by the way, the Arabs help the white man. First, it was the Arabs, then came the white man. In fact, the sister nation, the Arab, hated his brother. Okay, because remember, the Arab came from Ishmael, Abraham's first sons. Okay, and Isaac. And the rest and people, God's chosen people came from Isaac, and they both inherited richness. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, so please take a look at the links that I'm going to send you. Please take it. The devils are having fun. The devil know they are in control. This is their time. They're laughing it up. Oh. They're having fun. But then, what comes after having fun? Destruction, sadness, crime, scandals. That's what's coming to America. I mean, this guy is giving money left and right, like there's no tomorrow. As if $26 trillion debt that the United States owe is no big deal. You understand? America has been robbed. It was first robbed in 1913 by the creation of the Federal Reserve Bank and the IRS in the same year, different months. Then, so you see, the United States is a corporation. Now, I don't have enough time. To reach you. I don't have time, period, to read you another verse. Let me see if I can. I don't. It's Revelation chapter 18, okay, and verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is falling, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of enemy, of every foul spirit, and cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Ladies and gentlemen, another thing that I'm going to send you is the transgender woman, that it is the assistant of the earth, some kind of a earth assistant. So, ladies and gentlemen, please, this is no laughing matter. This is okay. We are in the last days, so anything goes. May God bless you, and there's more coming. But please understand that America is about to give herself up to the European nations, and is about to be controlled by the first beast, the mother, the Roman Catholic Church. Because again, religion has been a trick, another psychological operations. May God bless you, and ask God for forgiveness of your sins, and establish a strong relationship with Him by following His laws, the 10 Commandments.